All right, we are recording. I am so excited for tonight's call. We have a guest speaker, which is always super, super fun. I want to open it up for recognition before we pass it off to Jatana tonight.
All right, I'll go. I'd like to welcome two new coaches to my team, Debbie and Laura. They joined for the May mentorship, so shout out to them. And I feel like, I'm just so excited for this one. Lindsay, she hit diamond, and honestly, she has been pouring and dedicating so much time not only into this business, but into her journey. She really joined this to lift herself up and to really build a life for herself. And honestly, she threw herself into this coaching opportunity, and her hard work has paid off. And it's just, she's 3 months into coaching. She not only built her husband's account to Emerald, but she also built her mom's, and she made Diamond happen. And I'm so, so, so excited and proud to really be watching her make these massive strides in her business and just building something with her. So huge congrats there. And then I also have another shout out to Brianne. Her and I have really created an awesome partnership, and her and I are really on the same page. And I love how we're building our success together. So Brianne, huge shout out to you.
I'll go. I want to congratulate Claire Jenkins. She hit Emerald this week. She's brand spanking new in the May mentorship and just doing all the things and taking it so seriously. So kudos to you, Claire. You're just off with a bang. I also want to congratulate Christine Rochette. She is a success starter as of today. So huge, because literally every single coach in every effort right now, minus 2 of us, are gunning for the next test group together. So right now there's 4 of you, and that's just so amazing. Also, Natasha Cardinal, as of like 5 minutes ago, just hit Success Starter as well, and also announced tonight that her and our coach Natalie are creating their own community, Strong and True, and I'm just so excited for this. They're meant to be partners, and I just can't wait to watch it take off. And I want to congratulate Kaylee Lee as well for hitting Rookie of the Month with the Sisterhood for April. Just honestly, so impressed with every single thing that you do and all of your support in all of the pages that we're in. It's just blow away. She's also starting her own community with another coach named Steph, the Mindset Makers, and I am pumped for you guys. So congrats, girls.
I'll go. A big shout out to Sherry, my coach Sherry, who is doing amazing, continuing to crush this Let's Get Up launch. Great job. And a big welcome to Erin Andrews Portis, who's here, and she's one of the newest coaches here. So excited to have you and watch you do this.
Hey ladies, so I'm gonna jump in here. I wanted to shout out, sorry Sarah. I want to shout out my one of my besties, Ange McDonald, who is 1 DC away from Diamond. She is so close, and I know that, oh man, she's put her heart and soul into this, and I'm really proud of her for that. I also want to shout out Kate Shearer and Holly Murray and Erin Westra on my teams, who have all hit Success Club already. So proud of you ladies. Keep on running. Way to go, everyone.
I'll go next. Sorry, I'll be quick. I would just want to shout out my coach, Angela. She's not on the call tonight, but she's going to listen in. She, like 5 minutes ago, hit Emerald and has like busted her butt for the Let's Get Up launch. So she's sitting at SC10 and she's killing it. And I'm so, so proud of her. So Angie, when you watch this call, yay!
Okay, I'll go. I just want to shout out my coach, Amanda Richardson. She is a brand new coach in the May mentorship, and she just hit Emerald yesterday. Well, it'll be official on Thursday. And she is also busting her butt and doing all the things, and I am super proud of her, and she's doing great. So way to go, Amanda.
Hello, ladies. I would love to give a special shout out to Mel Brown. She's our newest coach. She's like, I think at SC8, she started a couple days ago. I can't keep track. She's like out of the gate, guns a-blazing. Like, there's no stopping this girl. She is so hardworking and she has goals. So shout out to you, Mel B. Congrats and welcome. And to Katie and Marina and Kat and Christina, you girls are already hitting SC. Like, still early in the month. I'm so proud of you, ladies. I just love doing this with you. And a special shout out to Christina's husband. I don't know if it's my news to share, but he hit Emerald today. So congrats, everyone. Love doing it with you.
I'll go. I want to shout out my coach, Tara McDougall. She is already at SC10 for the month, which is amazing. And that also means that she has locked in her success starter. So it's not even her third full month coaching, and she's already got that locked in, which is awesome. And then also want to shout out my coach, Tori. I'm not sure if she's on the call, but she just sold her first couple of challenge packs this week. So she has her first SC points on the board.
I'll go next. I want to give a big welcome to our newest In Stride coach, Hannah Cowell. She is in our Let's Get Up group and is diving right into the mentorship for May with us as well. So huge welcome to you. I want to give a big shout out to my coach, Sarah McLeish. Emerald has been a long time coming for her and she made it happen. So I'm so excited for you to build this momentum in your business, Sarah. Congratulations. Huge shout out to one of my newest coaches, Taylor. She joined for the Let's Get Up VIP launch. She hit Success Club last week after the call. She's like, how do I get more of these CEO codes? Signed some people up before midnight. She went Emerald like 4 minutes later. She has SC points on the board already this month. So huge congrats to you, Taylor. You're coming out so strong. I'm so excited for you. And then massive, massive congratulations to Emma. Emma is going into 1-star qual tomorrow with Lynn's going diamond. And honestly, Emma, I'm just so proud of you. You have worked your ass off to make this happen. This is just the beginning. We have the qual to get through, but I know you're going to do it and you're just going to keep on shining. So huge congrats to you. This means that Emma will be going to NLC in Las Vegas. And you better believe I'm coming along for the party in the parking lot. But just way to go, Emma. I'm just so happy for you. Congrats.
All right, let me go next. I want to shout out Michelle Leclerc. She is a success starter. She got her 3 months locked in. I am super, super proud of her. She killed the customer launch. She's already at SC16. We made it a huge strategy between me and her for the CEO code. We were going like crazy. It was amazing on Sunday night about CEO code. I would like to welcome 3 of my newest coaches that will be in the May mentorship, actually that they are in the May mentorship right now. Shanna, Christine, and Angela. By the way, Angela, I tried to get her on my team since June, and she finally said yes to my offer. So I'm super, super excited for her. And she already's got a working coach. Her name is Dominic. So I would like to welcome Dominic to our team also. We are growing like crazy. It's an amazing month. So let's kick some ass. Thank you. Congrats.
I'll go next. I'd like to shout out my girl Amy Crum for going Emerald. Amy is not on this call, so I'm going to tell her to watch this recording, because the thing I love about Amy is she's truly just a Beachbody believer, guys. She's a principal of an elementary school in this insane world, so would self-identify as like a hobby coach. But she believes in Beachbody so much that she just keeps recommending her family and friends without like traditionally working the business. And with the CEO code with the VIP group, she got a coach. And then with her next CEO code, I'm like, just sign another one of your friends up as VIP. You can unlock the compensation plan. And she did it overnight. She turned Emerald. So she'll be going Emerald tomorrow. So way to go, Amy. I'd also like to give a shout out to Shannon Howard and Laura Grills, who have started their own community. They started about a month ago, but they sent me their logo today, and I am so proud of you girls. I will not share your news. I'm sure Ash is telling me my internet's unstable. I think I'm frozen. Am I good? Did I get a thumb? It's like I'm teaching. No? Am I frozen? Oh, thumbs up. Thanks, Brianne. I can see you. Okay. I don't know. Anyways, and I also want to shout out Sarah Bashara. I love the momentum. I'm so proud of you for accepting the offer to talk live tomorrow on Facebook. I see what you are building. You are coming out of your shell, and I am so proud of you, Sarah. So I cannot wait to hear you talk tomorrow. Thank you.
I'll go quickly. I just wanted to welcome my new coach, Jackie, who started at the end of April with like 2 or 3 days left in April, hit SC. Then she started the May mentorship, and she's already Emerald as of this Thursday. Welcome, and continue doing your thing.
All right, guys, I am going to cut us off there because I feel like we can go on all night, and we will stay on after to continue recognition if anyone has one. I know I have some, and I know Erin does too, but I want to respect Jatana's time, so we are going to get going. So 99% of this team has not been to an event. We have over 560 coaches in our team page, and 3 of us have been to Summit. I want to tell you guys a little bit about what Beachbody famous means, and that is a coach that speaks often at events and everyone sort of knows and looks to for certain things, and that is Jatana. We are so lucky to have her here tonight. She has 4 CBCs. The first one is 10-star diamond. The second one is 2-star diamond. The third and fourth are both 1-star diamond. She is an 8-time elite coach, a mom and wife. She lives in Florida and honestly is Beachbody famous, and we are so lucky to hear from her tonight. She's going to share a little bit about her story and social media. So without further ado, Jatana, I'm going to pass it over to you.
Oh man, that was a big intro. I hope I don't disappoint. What's up, you guys? How are you? It's so good to see you on Cinco de Mayo. I have 2 kids awake, a husband that just got home after having margaritas and tacos, and a dog roaming around, technically a puppy. So this should be interesting. And I think we're having a storm right now. And in Florida, our storms are gnarly. So who knows what could happen. So thank you, Courtney, for inviting me. And I'm excited to hear from you tonight on our team call. Congrats to you guys for showing up. 82 people with 500 in your team page showing up for a team call is pretty freaking impressive. Like, my team needs to get their ish together because we do not show up like that. They've gotten a little lazy. So congrats for being here. If you could post in the chat your rank and where you're from, I love seeing that kind of stuff because I'm very interactive, and I feel weird when I'm talking on a call and I don't actually like know and talk to the people. Okay, Ontario, Emerald, oh, are y'all in Canada? Lord Jesus. Y'all locked down over there? I'm praying for you. That's crazy. Us some Floridians, we're just all over the place. Okay. Wow, yeah, a lot of Canadians. Hey, I've been to, wait, where did I go? I went to Toronto. I've been to Toronto. Is that how you say it? No, just kidding. I've been to Toronto. I spoke at a Super Saturday there, and I got, what's this shirt? What's the beaver thing? What's it called?
Roots.
Yes, they gave me a Roots shirt, and I still have it. And every time I wear it, and I just totally forget that it's the thing, and I share my stories, like just talking, all my Canadian followers were like, whoa, you got a Roots shirt on. I'm like, oh, yes, I do. Thank you very much. I've been to Canada before. It's way too cold for me there. All right, so wow. All right, awesome. Emeralds, I heard a ton of amazing shout outs. You guys are killing it. Seriously, like that's impressive. You guys should be super proud of yourself. What an incredible community to be a part of. So she introduced me with a lot of cool accolades, but you know what? I'm just like you. Stay-at-home mom, 2 wild, crazy boys. Actually, I'll share my screen. I have some slides. I'm very, very visual. I think I have to be the host to share my screen, Courtney. And then I actually have some, let's make sure this works. Okay. I'm not tech savvy either, so I will just preface that too. You don't have to have your stuff together with technology to be awesome in this business, because I suck at it. All right, and then move this over here. You know what, I'm just gonna go like this because I don't feel like doing the whole, no, you know what, I can do this. There we go. We don't need all that. She already said all that. So a little bit about my background. I've been doing this for 8 plus years, which is crazy to think that it's been that long. I still feel like I'm always trying to figure it out. So if you feel like that now, and just know that you're always trying to figure it out. It's never this perfect science, and it's always ever changing. And actually what I'm going to share with you tonight, I don't even have a presentation on yet because it's such new, raw, real, helpful stuff for your social media that I hope is beneficial for you. But in the beginning, you guys, tired mom of 2 that desperately needed a community of women. That's legit where I started. And I think we always have to remember where we came from. No matter how long you are in this business, whether it's 2 months or 8 years, and it's ever changing, but remembering that core reason why you plugged into this particular team and this particular community, because that's your story and that's what people can relate to. People don't relate to the fact that we get up every day and work out 5 days a week and drink a shake and eat healthy. Like they don't care about that kind of stuff. They're not intrigued by it. They're not drawn in by it. They're more drawn in by the fact that you have the relatability of the life you had before Beachbody. So making sure you are plugged into that part of your story and remembering it. And I say that because it's been so long that I continue to remind myself of how far I've come. But I was, very lonely in Northern Virginia, very tired and depressed, and decided to get myself healthy and fit because I figured if I started working out, I would start feeling better. And so I got a bootleg copy of Insanity. I was that person. And I actually found, and I so hope my power doesn't go out because it really is crazy. I'll call in from my phone if my power goes out, okay? So just be patient, like literally like crazy lightning right now. So I got a bootleg copy of Insanity. I started and stopped it a million times. I'm gonna give you a short version. And I was that person who could not complete the program to save my life. It's already a hard program anyway. So if I had a coach to start with, she would have said to me, Jatana, you're a mom of 2 little ones and just had 2 C-sections. You probably don't want to start with Insanity. Like, let's start with something a little bit simpler to get you consistent, right? But I didn't know that. All I saw was the infomercials. So I started there and felt like a big old fat failure, right? And so I got on the message board. That's how freaking old I am in this business, and found this girl who had before and after pictures with Insanity. Decided to message her. Actually, I emailed her, and she plugged me into her Facebook group, and that's where I just fell in love with this whole process. I organically fell in love with the challenge group experience, with the fact that there are other women on this journey with me. I was able to be successful with the Insanity program and actually get before and after pictures because of this group of women that I was plugged into. So I became really passionate about the challenge group experience, and that is a whole nother call, but I'm telling you guys, that is like very, very magical if you make sure you're doing that purposefully. So staying connected to my own personal journey is really crucial, and I preach this like crazy on my team, and it's gonna it's actually definitely gonna relate to when I talk about content on social media. When I start dialing into the things that are gonna help you build your social media, help you build this community around your actual pages where they're like dialed into you. How many people go on IG or Facebook or Twitter, wherever you use, and you actually like type in the person's name and go stalk them? I do that. Like I shop off IG. I go to Holly Woodward's page like there's no tomorrow, and I swipe up on her page and buy things off of her page. There's a lot of people that do that. So trying to create that community around you is really, really important. So staying connected to your own personal journey, a journey that aligns with growth in your coaching journey. These are different pictures. I like sharing these. I think they're important. Actually, the pink shirt in the center was in Toronto. That was taken in Toronto, Canada. Before and afters have evolved and changed. I just posted a before and after again. You guys, if you don't have a before and after picture with Beachbody, you are shooting yourself. Okay, like lightning, major. Y'all hear that? Yeah, I'm telling you, it's like mini hurricanes when we get thunderstorms. It's crazy. But if you don't have a before and after picture, you guys, on your health and fitness journey, you're shooting yourself in the foot. That is huge. Nobody wants to buy anything if you don't show that it's working for you. And that's why one of our vital behaviors is being proof that the product works. Do you hear that? Yo, it's sick. Like that's crazy. I'm like sweating. I'm nervous now. So it's really, really important to make sure you're dialed into that. Don't lose sight of that. This business can consume you sometimes, and it is a substantial money-making, 100% real business, but you have to stay committed to your own health and fitness journey. Super, super important. I can't preach that enough. But you know what? Transformations happen all throughout the past 8 years. None of mine were drastic. I think the most I've ever lost, you guys, is 12 pounds. So don't feel like if you are healthy and fit that you have to have some sort of big, massive transformation. Or if you still need to lose 40 pounds, guess what? That's a journey that people are jumping on with you. So just real quick, 7 things that I think create longevity. And I will go into the social media, and I am totally getting distracted. I'm major ADHD, so I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. Lightning is going to strike me in a minute. 7 things to create longevity in your business. These are things that I have found over the past 8 years that have made me successful and consistently successful in growing in my business. Adjusting your sales. Number 1, things are ever changing. What I'm sharing with you tonight on IG, guys, is brand new. Like this is stuff that I haven't taught before. It's stuff that I'm personally learning myself as well, and I'm finding it to be really beneficial. Actually, if you look at my last 3 posts on IG, you'll see massive amounts of comments and video shares, when before I was getting like 30 comments, and then I got like 260 comments, like a big difference in interaction. So anytime things shift and change in this business, you have to be willing to adjust your sales, or you are going to sink. Okay, very important. Don't get frustrated. Just know that's entrepreneurship. It's always changing. I mean, COVID, right, changed our game big time, and it actually didn't hurt us. It helped us, which is weird to say, but it was an ability to come alongside of people who needed us at a time when things were really difficult and really hard, and they couldn't get out of their house. They couldn't focus on their health and fitness because they were so stressed out about what was going on in the world. We said, you know what, we got this. We're together. It's virtual. Guess what? We're used to virtual. So we're good now. Let's help these people out. And we were able to adjust our sales. Number 2, this is when I
Frozen. That is some crazy lightning. I'm sure she's frozen. Oh, she just messaged me. She said it's back on. Her power's back on.
All right, while we're just sitting here, I'm going to shout out a few of my shout outs that I saved because I didn't want to talk more. But I really want to shout out Michelle. She's a brand new coach who's going to Emerald this week. She like literally started in the main mentorship. Honestly, guys, the main mentorship is off the charts and doing so great. So shout out to all of the new mentees in that group. You guys are amazing. Also big shout out to Ashley Yu, who hit Success Starter. I'm so proud of her. She's hustled so hard and worked so hard. So way to go, girl.
I'll go before she comes back. I am so excited. Sarah Smith shouted out her coach Angie, who's going Emerald tonight, which means Sarah is hustling for Diamond, and she very well could lock it in tonight. So a couple little things need to fall into place. She's side texting me as we speak, all the code love from the ladies I was getting it from. So super excited for you and Angie and your team, Sarah.
I'll do a quick one too. Oh, is she back?
Nope, go ahead.
Oh, I want to shout out my coach, Haley Frost, who locked in Success Starter today. So that's super exciting. So congrats, girl.
I'll go. I want to give my team a massive shout out. This past little bit, they've just been building momentum, and everybody's working hard and hustling. I've got one of my coaches who isn't able to hop on the call tonight, and one of her coaches decided on Monday she was going Emerald, and she made it happen. Steph will be Emerald as of tomorrow, so congrats, Steph. And Jocelyn, her coach right now, is hustling to get her account to Diamond. Her husband turned Emerald on yesterday. So I'm super excited for you ladies, and I love doing this with you. So.
All right, guys, can you hear me?
Yes, you're back.
Oh my God, our lights went out twice, and my computer, I'm not even joking, is like rebooting right now. So who knows, I might be sharing in the dark in a minute, but I'm here and I don't have my slides in front of me. So I will share those slides with you, but I'm so sorry. Like, I hate this. I knew as soon as it started lightning, I was like, this is not going to be good. But you know what? Like I said, you adjust your sails. Shitty things happen, and bosses, you know what we do? We level up, we keep going. We don't freak out, we just do it. So I'm here and I'm doing it because I want you guys to learn and have something to take away from this call. Finishing my thought on the second point, and I don't have my slides in front of me, I wish I did. Or if anybody took a picture, you can tell me the topic and I can remember exactly what I was going to say. But I know the second one that I was going to say that I always tell my team, you guys, is never wait on Sally. You know, when you talk to your new coaches, they're like, I have a girl that's going to order on Friday, and then I'm going to sign a coach next week, and she said she was going to sign up. You guys, that's great and dandy. Do not like think that they're not going to sign up. Definitely stay hopeful, keep on them, keep following up, but never wait. Do not ever bank your Success Club on that person ordering on Friday. Do not bank your diamond rank advancement on this person's going to sign up next Tuesday. Because guess what? It most likely is not going to happen. And the way you build that wheel and that momentum is actually, oh, you guys are posting out, awesome, is actually not waiting on it. Number 3, creating non-negotiable goals. This one's really important because I feel like in anything we do in life, I mean, for example, think of your health and fitness journey. Whenever you set your goal of what you want in your health and fitness journey, maybe you're getting ready for a Success Club trip, maybe you are getting ready for your wedding. When you have that specific goal in mind, you take so much more effective action than if you were to just say, I'm going to go diamond, and I'm going to go diamond in 6 months on August 7th. You know what I mean? You have to be very, very clear of what's non-negotiable for you in terms of your goals. And one of those, 100%, should be Success Club. End story. non-negotiable. All the top coaches, anybody that's doing something in this business hits Success Club every single month. Anybody who is an elite coach probably hits SC10 or above every single month, non-negotiable. So if you're serious about this, you make it happen. Even at 11:59 on the last day of the month, you're like, oh my God, I only have 4 points. I'm not going to bed till I get 6. Like, that's my mindset, but that's the kind of mindset that you need to be able to really get far in this business. Not saying you have to do that every single month. There's just some months that are harder than others. And it's like, who has that grit to make it happen? Because the person that has that grit to make it happen will be able to make it happen over and over and over again. And that momentum builds to an incredible business. All right, what was the next one? How do I get to chat? There we go. Bring home the harvest. I love this one. So bring home the harvest is helping your family understand what you're doing. It's really hard to work this business when you don't have your family behind you. When your kids are frustrated with you because mommy's always looking at her phone. When your husband's frustrated with you because you're up late at night on calls and he doesn't understand why, or you're on your phone all the time, or you're storing their whole life, right? Help them understand what your goals are. Sit down with your spouse and say, this is what I envision for this business. This is what I want to do. How can we come up with a plan where it's good for you and it's good for me? And bring home that harvest. Guys are motivated by seeing the paycheck, okay? So the minute you make a good paycheck, $400, $600, honey, I just made $400 this week. They're sold. They're like, what? Okay, keep going, girl, keep going. So got money talks. Exactly. That's the most important thing for the dudes. And you know what? If you understand your spouses and your kids' love language and you're making sure their buckets are filled, then usually they are all about fighting for you and making sure that you are able to have that time to work on your business and work on yourself. So just be really careful to acknowledge the family and make sure that they are being fed too, because they're a part of this journey just as much as we are. The next one was step outside your circle. I highly encourage you guys to get a success partner, and it doesn't have to be somebody like in your immediate team. It could be in the larger team. It could be on another team. But I've had several success partners, and they always push me. They always give me great ideas and just really help keep me focused. So I encourage you guys to get a success partner. It's like dating. Sometimes it don't work out, and that's okay. I have been success partners with Nikki Whiting, with Danny, I'm sure a couple others, but those are the two that worked really well. So lots of opportunities when you actually connect with other coaches who have that same mindset and are rock and rolling like you are. Another one is creating duplicatable systems. You guys, don't reinvent the wheel. Sorry, I keep having to look at the chat. Don't reinvent the wheel. If your team has training, don't go create new training. There's really no training that's going to make you successful in this business. It's not. It's really just doing the hard work. It's getting in your inbox, having conversations, building relationships, and inviting people to challenge groups into coaching. That's what makes this business successful. So if your team has a system in place, use that system and be able to duplicate that into your downline. Anything you do, it really, and some of that's going to apply to what I'm going to share with you tonight in terms of social media, because if you overcomplicate the social media, your coaches can't do what you do, then you're not duplicating yourself. So we got to be really careful not to make it too complicated, because then your coaches look, and I mean, even mine will look and say, I don't have the following you have. You have 880,000 followers. How am I going to build a business when I only have 300 Instagram followers? I'm like, that's not how it started. So don't look at that. Look at the simplicity of what I talk about on a daily basis. Look at my wall. Nothing is super intricate on my actual grid. But I'll share with you some really helpful things that'll help your team actually do a great job with social media in a simple way. All right, the other one is number 7, be resourceful. You leaders are gonna be like, please, can I hear it from the back? Okay, everything on Google, things are on FAQ, things are on YouTube. If you have a question about your business, go find the answer. That's what bosses do. We go find the answer. Yes, you can ask your team. Yes, you can ask your upline, but there's something really powerful about finding it. When you find it yourself and you own it and you figured it out, that means you probably understand it through and through, and you can reteach it again to one of your coaches. So make sure you're being resourceful. When you have a question, go find the freaking answer. You got it, girlfriend. And you'll appreciate that mindset, because when you start signing 10, 12, 47, 108 coaches in your downline, and they're all coming to you with questions, you're like, look, you got this. Go find the answer. It's really, really helpful for your business. My dog is ringing the bell to go outside during a lightning storm. All right. So I'm going to set my phone down, because that was my slides for the most part. And I'm going to start digging into social media. This is so awkward. I've never hosted a call freaking from my phone, but I'm doing this darn thing. See if I can get it on my computer. It's probably going to like have to reload every single page. So that'll take forever. All right. I'm talking more on Instagram, because I think that's where it's at right now. And it has been for a couple years now. And obviously TikTok has gone, oh my God, TikTok has gone in and out, but Instagram is still where the money is made. Number one, you guys, reels count, reels crush it. It does. I don't care how uncomfortable you are with making reels. It's the thing that Instagram's really pushing. So you kind of have to figure out ways that work for you and your brand and who you are and how you like to relay information. I am not one to want to do the mouth thing, you know, where people talk and you talk out. I look so stupid doing that. I look ridiculous. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do fun, crazy challenges. So I did that Jeep challenge where I flipped myself over and crawled into my Jeep, and I got a ton of views, lots of engagement, lots of shares. Whenever somebody shared it in their stories, I made sure I gave them props for thank you for sharing, because it made other people want to share this funny video. I was intentional with, you know, tag a friend who has a Jeep, right? And I got all these people who are tagging friends with a Jeep. So that is something that's going to help your algorithm. It's going to boost your presence on social media in terms of the Explore page, which is where you find random people that wouldn't have found you otherwise, which is pretty incredible. Another thing that's really important is that can help you if you are stuck with content. I know a lot of people are like, I don't even know what to post. Like I'm a dud right now. I don't have anything going on. I don't know what to say. I don't want to just post a selfie and something that is not helpful. So I've told my team, and this is something that Shalane Johnson has been big on, is reshares, actually reposting. Like going to find, maybe it's a quote, maybe it's a recipe, maybe it is a funny video. Like I reshared a comedian's video on Florida, and I gave them credit. I literally used the repost app and put it on my wall, and it gets a lot more eyes on me. People are, it's like cross-pollination with the people that you reposted, you reshared. You don't see it happening, but there's cross-pollination happening between the person that you reshared and you, because Instagram goes, oh, you like their person's comment, their stuff, they're interacting with your stuff. Let me show Jatana in front of OMG's Wix or whatever his name is, the Florida comedian, and I get to be exposed to his audience, which is pretty cool. Number 3, you guys, perfect is not in anymore. It's not cool. You know, I mean, I like the aesthetic pages. I think they're pretty, but that's not what's in now. Everything is about vulnerability, raw, real, showing you. Your page does not have to be pretty anymore. Just take that off your shoulders. My kid's yelling. Number 4, this is a big chunk of my topic, is hashtags. Something I want to encourage you to do with hashtags is pre-make hashtag lists. Get on a power hour, set aside an hour, and literally make 3 or 4 major hashtag lists. What do I mean by that? It's usually, I have 3 of them. I have one for Florida. I have one for like, you know, trips and events and team stuff. And then I have one for fitness. So I have 3 groups. I get in my notepad, different situations based on who you are, and then create a bunch of hashtags. Some rules for thought: they should have less than 20,000 to 500,000 views. Once you get up into the millions, you're literally needles in a haystack. Another thing is you want to post those hashtags, those 30 hashtags for that particular post, in the comment section. I don't think you should put it in the in the actual post. It is cluttered, it's confusing, it is not aesthetically easy on the eye, and so putting it in the comment section still gives you the same bang, but it's not in the way. And we can do questions at the end. You can ask me out loud because I can't see. I can see them popping up in the chat. And here's a pro tip. I have not done it yet myself, but Brock Johnson was the one that told us about it on one of our team calls, is to create a text shortcut for your hashtags. You can actually type in like H1, whatever symbol, and H1, and all your hashtags populate. You don't even have to like copy and paste it. Yeah, so you can create shortcuts for those different hashtags. So set up a power hour. Y'all sit down and hammer out some hashtags. Find the ones that are 20,000, 500,000 used. James, I'm on a call. You can't yell at the dog. All right, number 5. The caption in your post on your grid, you guys, is super important. Like huge. Nobody is going to read it if the first line does not like snag their attention right away. So make sure when you're posting, if you have this wonderful, long, drawn-out thought that you want somebody to read, the first line's got to be like, does your poop stink? Like, it's got to be something that they're like, what? Did she just say that out loud? You're like, okay, now I'm reading because she's got me intrigued of why she asked me if my poop stink. So make sure your first line is catchy. It draws them in, it stops them, and they read it. Angie Lee is queen of this. She's so good at it. I'm still trying to figure out, learn what mine would be for different posts, but just think of that whenever you're going to post. Number 6, use your grid for sharing tips and valuable content. Your grid on your Instagram page is tips and valuable content. That's it. It's either going to entertain them, meaning valuable as it makes them laugh, or it's going to be something they can use or something they can benefit from. That is what your grid is for. Now, number 7, your reels and your stories are where people get to know you. People get to know you on your reels and your stories. So it is fun writing out the long post about you, but really it doesn't make that big of an impact. Angie Lee Fit. I think it's just Angie Lee is her handle. You'll see it. She's very popular on Instagram. But your reels and your story is really how people are going to get to know you. You get to create, yes, there it is, Angie Lee Show. You get to create a warm market without even meeting the person, talking to the person, DMing the person, because they get to know you. I don't know how many people have messaged me and said, oh my God, I feel like you're like my best friend. Like, I feel like we know each other already. So make sure you're doing your due diligence on your stories, and you can ask me any questions about that as well. And lastly, on number 8, consistency is key. You got to post daily. You have to post on your wall daily. It went from posting 3 to 5 times a day on Facebook back 5 years ago to only posting once a day to posting twice a week. Now the algorithm is posting every day. I don't like it either, but that's the game we're in right now, is you have to post every day, which is a challenge, but challenge accepted, because this business is worth it, and reaching people and helping people in their health and fitness journey is worth it. Some of the biggest mistakes that people make on social media is failing to niche down, failing to figure out who their person is. Who are you? Don't feel like you got to speak to everybody. Be polarizing. I am so polarizing on certain topics. Some of y'all might even hate me after I say this. I can't stand going inside the school. Like, me and teachers, we don't get along. I don't know what it is, but like the front desk ladies at the school, like, stress me out and scare me. And I say it on my stories, and people are like, oh my gosh, you're so rude for saying that. And other people are like, oh my God, I get you. Like, I don't go to PTO, PTA, whatever it is. I don't go to those. And that's polarizing. But guess what? The people that get me, oh, look, Shelly left. She's like, forget you, I'm a teacher. I'm not listening to you no more. No, I love teachers. I'm not trying to down teachers. That's something about me that I talk about sometimes on my stories, and the people that get me, you know. I think another top coach did like putting the shopping cart away. Whenever you are in the parking lot and you if you put your shopping cart away in the little shopping cart spot, or do you put it up on the curb? Like, don't be that person. I put it up on the curb, and she was like, you can't be my friend if you put it on the curb. I always put my shopping cart away. That's polarizing, makes connections. People inbox you, they respond to it, they get it. And that's super important. So make sure you're not failing to niche down. Speak to your people, and they're going to get you, and it's going to be such a flawless relationship because they understand where you come from and you understand them. Number 2, copying what the upline is doing. You guys, we're all different. We all have so much to add to the world. There's no reason you got to copy exactly what your upline's doing. Little example, there's a test you should take. It's called howtofascinate.com if you haven't taken it. It teaches you how people best perceive you. So how to create your brand, how people best perceive you. And that kind of goes into the not copying your upline type thing. I know it's really uncomfortable to try to figure out what your voice is on social media, but it's really, really important because that's how people are going to most authentically connect with you. So for example, I used this at Summit one year when I spoke. Melanie Mitro and I are so freaking I don't even know, y'all might even be her downline. I don't know what downline you are, but we're so polar opposite. We're so different. I am like on the countertops, singing Luke Bryan, shaking my butt in the camera kind of person. And Melanie Mitro is very much like, this is Business Tip Tuesday. Today I'm going to teach you about how to organize your business. And if she was my upline and I were to try to mimic what she's doing that's successful, it would come across so unauthentic. People would not connect with me. I would be bored. They would be bored, right? And if Melanie Mitchell were to jump on her countertop and start dancing, y'all would have been like, oh my God, what is going on? If you don't follow Melanie, she's like one of the top coaches in the network. But she is very much a more structured person, and that's just not who I am. And that, the way your upline operates might not be the way you are. And that's okay because you are unique and special to this world, and they need to see your light shine. And it's actually really fun trying to figure out what your light is on social media. And you might not understand it now. It took me a good 3 years to figure it out. I tried to mimic other coaches, and it always left me feeling defeated, frustrated, chasing my tail, feeling like I didn't measure up. But once I figured out who I was, I'm a Jeep girl. I'm a beach girl. I'm not the cookie cutter mom. I wear cutoff shorts half the time. I prance around in bikinis. Like, that's me. You don't like it? If you like it, awesome. Let's be besties. So figuring out who that is for you is really freeing. It's a super special thing. Number 3, I see way too much selling and not enough like relating and connecting, adding value. The sell is so much easier when you've made that powerful connection and you've really poured into them and added value. And you can do that on a large scale when you do it on your actual wall or in your Instagram pages. So too much selling. You guys don't go for the sell. Just go to connect, relate, and share your own personal journey. And I will promise you that's so much more powerful. Yes, every now and then you might do customized slides with, oh my gosh, we got a CEO code, blah, blah, blah. Cool, that works, but don't do it all the time because people feel like, you know what, all she's trying to do is just sell to me, and nobody wants to be sold to. It's a horrible feeling. It's like going to a car dealership. When you look at your page, you're like, okay, never mind. That's not a page I want to follow. Number 4, incorrect use of hashtags. Told you guys how to use hashtags, right? So make sure you are using this properly and not using the ones that are super MLM. You know, like hashtag boy mom, hashtag fit mom, hashtag entrepreneur, hashtag boss babe. Every MLM person is using those. How about like hashtag platinum blonde, hashtag blonde bob, hashtag mom with Jeep. I don't know. I'm just coming up with random ones. Hashtag Flora lifestyle. Just different things that are about you. Really? Now my battery's dying on my phone. Like, I can't win tonight, but I'm just still going. Look, I'm gonna even hold this little pad thing behind my phone just to talk to you guys. Just happened. And then Courtney's like, I'm never inviting Jatana again. Totally pumped her up and she's screwing this up. I'll come back. I'll come back when it's not raining and I phone search. Number 5, posting interesting content. That's one of the biggest mistakes. I feel like a lot of people post things. I mean, the beginner coach will post like, 9-week control freak day 7 done, or their shake cup, right? Making sure that as you start to grow in posting daily, making sure that you're making it interesting. Remember I said it's got to be valuable, entertaining, valuable or entertaining. That's pretty much what it is. Because people don't care individually about your workouts. They care about what they're going to get out of it. That's why we go to people's pages, right? Is we want to get something from it. So make sure you're super intentional every time you post. All right, we are running close to my next team call. I want to answer any questions that you guys have, and it's really hard for me to see the chat. So if somebody wants to unmute and ask any questions, I am here. I'm an open book.
Thanks, Jatana. I'm Erin. I'm Courtney's sister. Thank you so much for coming tonight. I loved your talk about hashtags and updating them. I think a lot of us use like hashtag boy mom, hashtag entrepreneur, hashtag fit mom. So I feel like doing a mega refresh of all of that would be super useful for everybody. And really just figuring out what we provide value to the people watching us, right? If anybody has any questions, please put them in the chat. I would love to know personally, like you've been in this business a long time. I'd love to know how you've stayed excited about the business over the course of like being elite 8 times, like what you do to maintain your like excitement and passion for this.
I always stay plugged into my beginnings. I kind of, touched on that a little bit at the beginning of the call, is understanding where I started. I was so depressed, so tired, living in the back of the minivan. It sounds really weird, but my excursions as a mom was in my Honda Odyssey at Chick-fil-A drive-thru, watching Bob the Builder in the back seat of my minivan, breastfeeding a baby. Like that was the excitement of my day. And so knowing that there are other moms in that exact same position, then layer COVID on top of that, and these, lockdowns that you guys are in, that's crazy that other moms are struggling mentally, physically. And I have a passion and desire to make sure that no mom feels that way. No mom that's in my presence or is following me, that they have the tools, that they can come join my challenge groups. They can come be a part of my team and come be a part of this incredible community. That gets me up every day. That's exciting. So good question.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. I know you have your call tonight and Courtney's speaking on it, and you're in for a treat because I'm biased, but she's the best and it'll be really great. But thank you so much for coming and speaking to us and pouring into us despite all the chaos that's going on for you right now and the storm and all of everything.
I'll come back. I'm so sorry. I'm usually on the A game and I'm like, storm's like passing now, but I'll come back anytime. Or if you have any questions, I'm here to help.
Thank you so much. You're the best. Have a great night.
All right.
Bye guys.
Jatana.
I'll just end.
Erin?
Yeah.
The lights aren't working. It's saying check the GFCI plug. This guy show you where that is?
Is
Bye,
that
guys.
what the...
Have a great night.